The shifts that are happening are, they're not astronomical if you're not paying attention. The only people that can identify what's going on are the people that are being affected. The average person driving up and down these streets is not paying attention to that. They're like, oh, they're just putting up condos. Oh, they're new Beltline. Oh, there's a restaurant. They don't know what's happening.
Gentrification is when a neighborhood receives higher income people moving in and buying houses and raises the prices of the homes and the taxes, and then pushing away the low-income residents because they can't afford to live in those places. So when we talk about gentrification, there should be a trigger. And that trigger is mostly an infrastructural project happened inside or around that neighborhood, or a development that happens that actually attracts more people to that location. Then it raises the value of the area, so people want to move there. So when we look at Atlanta, we have gone through a change in the urban core neighborhoods, which was triggered by Beltline Project. We see Beltline transforming an old infrastructure into something very desirable, which is a recreational infrastructure, which is needed for health and recreation. So wherever Beltline is transformed, those neighborhoods became valuable and desirable. So even though it's a great project, right, because it actually densified urban neighborhoods, which is sustainable and made people move back to denser urban environments, which is again sustainable, it also created that gentrifying effect.
Gentrification is real. It's happening as we speak. They're still developing, but you will not actually feel it if you don't own anything. You have to own something for you to feel it. Like your parents have to own a house, and then their tax goes up, and then y'all gotta move to an apartment.
If a company with a huge investment coming and buying a lot of houses and they are transforming them and selling, that influences the home prices to go up. And even if you don't have to buy a house, you're happy within living in your house, it will increase your property taxes. And that's why even the homeowners have to move out because they can't afford the taxes.
It's sad to a certain degree. Some people take advantage of it because some people get their houses bought out. But especially like if you live in poverty your whole life, if somebody comes to you and let's say they offer you $300,000, $400,000, you're gonna take that money, not knowing the value of this house is gonna go up to $1 million. So they really just giving you money just to get it right back. But they know that you're gonna take it because you come from the mindset of needing, so you're gonna take, The
Beltline had a policy that required 30% of affordable housing. That was not applied. So that was a big influence on the gentrification effect of Beltline. So they didn't actually pay attention at all to what kind of an impact that they created.
Of course, it's a saddening thing. It's like kind of disheartening, but at the same time, I feel like from the Black perspective, that's something that is like not new to you, so it's not like a shock. So when it happens, it's just like kind of like, oh well, it's happening again.